Everybody's talking about this just popping up on Google Maps. Finally, I know where to send the application.
What's your mutant power, Nathan?
Irrational outbursts of anger.
What?
Shut up! That's my power! Meanwhile, we're talking about Future's End. Welcome to Meanwhile the... Whoa! Who are you? I'm you from the future. Wow. Yeah, I come from the end of the episode. Oh, cool. How's it go? It's Meanwhile. It goes awesome. You rock. The future me told me so. It's gotta be true then. Welcome to Meanwhile, the show that introduces you to the world of comics and connects it to the shows and games you already know and love. My name's Nathan Fadre. Let's get started. Future's End is DC's newest crossover event.
What is a crossover event, Nathan?
I'm glad you asked, Megan. A crossover event is a series of comics that involves a large cast of characters and generally has major repercussions for a comic book universe. Future's End is a weekly comic that's been running since May 2014 and will continue for a total of 11 months. It's a pretty massive storyline, and the folks over at comicbook.com asked us to help get you up to speed with the first half. For those of you guys who don't know, comicbook.com is one of the premier sites to keep you up to date with the comics genre in film, print, and games. Anyway, Future's End. As the story begins, Batman Beyond, the Batman of the future, makes his debut in the regular DC universe by traveling back in time 35 years to prevent the rise of Brother Eye, a satellite with an artificial intelligence system. And like all crazy computers, Brother Eye has decided the best way to protect humanity is to destroy it by changing everybody into gross robot spider things.
Why?
Why? Apparently that's like a computer thing to do. Artificial intelligence, gross robot spiders. That's the first thought. It's that, and then they want to play cat videos on the internet. Who knows? But Batman has come back 5 years too late to the year 2019. That's 5 years from now. It's future and math. Earth is recovering from an interdimensional war with another Earth from another universe called Earth 2.
That's such a creative name.
I know, right? Many heroes fought in the war. Many died, or did some pretty questionable things to win. Batman has been injured and is relying more and more on his growing team. Superman is wearing a full face mask, leading many to question why or even if it's actually him. Spoilers, watch last week's episode for a clue. One major character dies, and Ronnie Reeman and Jason Rush, the two guys that make up the hero Firestorm, are so upset at not being able to save him that they can't cooperate to become the hero anymore. Refugees from the other Earth have settled on our world after the destruction of theirs and are integrating in slowly into our world. The heroes of their world are presumed dead and are all actually being held captive on an island where scientists from Cadmus Labs are experimenting on them. So basically, all of the powerhouse heroes are either preoccupied or dead, meaning it's a really bad time for something worse to happen. And then something worse happens! An enormous godlike entity from outside the universe is making its way from deep space toward Earth with destruction on its mind. Not lovemaking, destruction. Wait, no. What? This mad space god is actually the true form of Brainiac, a well-known Superman villain. Unfortunately, all the versions of Brainiac that we've seen in past comics are only small copies of the original. And this godlike version is on his way to an Earth that is very, very vulnerable. Future's End, Issue 0. This is where you start, and where we find out why Batman Beyond is traveling back in time. And it's available on the Comixology app for free, so no excuses. Ooh, eat your heart out, Tom Cruise. The story continues in the weekly issues of the comics, and in September 2014, every DC Comics title in the entire line takes place in the Future's End universe. It's a pretty simple chronology to follow, and the main story is not dependent on the side issues, so you can just pick up your favorite heroes to find out where they are.
I feel like we're like about to be in a rumble.
And if you can wait till December 2014, a compilation trade paperback, Future's End Volume 1, will be released, and it puts the first 17 issues together in one book. So, for the next 5 months, the individual weekly stories continue. And coming in April, DC's shutting down all their books and having another event called Convergence. The Brainiac God from this story sets up a war between the heroes of the many different universes, which completely plays off all the events of Future's End. All the events of Future's End! All the events of Future's End! No! Now that you're universally familiar with Future's End,
I get it.
make sure to subscribe so you'll know every Thursday when a new episode comes out, and feel free to add any story suggestions that you love in the comments section below. And meanwhile, we'll be traveling back in time
Don't go back in time just to tell yourself that you're awesome. No.
Too late. Man, Me at the beginning of this episode is so, I was so innocent and so young, but then I went through this episode, and now I'm jaded. Meanwhile, to the fella over there with the hella good hair, hi, how you doing?